All right, traders, the green streak continues. I started the trading day off with a 50% profit return on SPY puts. Then after that, I had a 50% loss during power hour. Then after that, I made one last final trade, and it was nearly a 200% profit return on SPX calls during power hour. With that being said, the green streak continues, and losing remains a choice. Every single trading day of 2024 has been a green day. With that being said, I invited you guys to a trading program yesterday. It's called Team Roar. The lead trader of Team Roar is G Roar. Look at the trades that he made today. At 9:45 a.m., he said, let's buy 240 strike test the calls for 45 cents. These prices represent the quotes moving. In terms of the exit, it was at 99 cents. He made over a 110% profit return in 8 single minutes. And then you could see when he exits the trade, he gives a full play with the screenshot with some analysis, giving out the lines and stuff like that. Now, with that being said, his next trade was at 11:17 a.m. At 11:17 a.m., he said, let's buy 469 SPY puts for 40 cents. As you can see, he ended up exiting his position at 80 cents. That is another 100% profit gainer. And then again, he gives a little quick recap with the screenshot after he exits the trade. So those contracts went all the way to 188 cents. And he says right here, who prints like us? And we would like to know, who the fuck prints like us? Does anyone know? Does anyone know who's printing like us? Who is making these returns every single day? G-Roar's win rate is 100% in 2024. Last year, his win rate was above 90%. Every single trade he makes is documented. Once you join this program that we invited you to, you can see every single trade he makes. It's all documented. This has been going on for months. Within my private organization of Trader Society, we invited them to the program first. And the ones who chose to accept the invite are getting results. Man, if you just look at the profit section, it just keeps on adding up. Every single day, man, I'm seeing the same names post all of their profits, and it just keeps on adding up every single day. With that being said, one of the new members who decided to join Team Roar yesterday, he ended up making over $5,000 on the day, which is more than 2 years of the cost of the subscription. With that being said, if you want to check it out, it's the first link down below in the description. You will be getting access to G-Roar's real-time option trading alerts, where you can also see his track record. If you want to see his track record, it's in the chat room. We're not giving that away for free. Every single trade he makes with a timestamp is within the chat room. How much is that worth? That must be worth, man, that must be worth tens of thousands, maybe 100,000. That must be worth a lot of money to see his track record of every single entry and exit, to get notifications of all of his trades in real time, to participate in the Roar chat. And there's a lot of winners in this Roar chat, man. We got people in here worth over 9 figures trading in the Roar chat. Now, in terms of the trades that I ended up making, you can see right here, I ended up buying put options after G-Roar. And the reason why was, once I noticed that the 30-minute candlestick closed red and bearish, that was my personal confirmation to buy puts. Now, in terms of the trade that I ended up making, it was on 468 SPY puts at 47 cents. I alerted that at 11:47 a.m. Why did I decide to buy puts? The reason why I bought puts is because I noticed the SPY was uptrending on the 30-minute chart, slanted to the right side. You see the pattern, you see how it's uptrending, slanted to the right side. Well, once it has a double top and it closes that first 30-minute red bearish candlestick, what does it start to do? It starts to overall sell off. You see that pattern? So if you compare that left-hand side pattern to the right-hand side pattern, you see it's the same exact thing. SPY is uptrending on the 30-minute chart, 4 green bullish candles, 4 green bullish candles. This time the difference was it was a triple top. It failed to break out for an hour and 30 minutes above $470. So once I noticed that this 30-minute candlestick closed red and bearish, I told myself that history is going to likely repeat itself, and these put options are going to start to print, and the SPY is going to start to sell off like it did last time, and it's going to start to head back down towards the bottom of this wick in the pre-market. With that being said, I started off the day hot with a 50% profit return. I bought those at 47 cents a contract. I told my team at 11:40 a.m. we could see 467 today. I said the next hour will likely be bearish. And I even pointed out the bearish pattern that I showed you. But it's already too late. You're just watching the video. So with that being said, I alerted that all real time to my chat, and I sold those contracts at 71 cents. And then I asked my team, who prints like us? G-War said the same thing. He's the one who started that. Who prints like us? Who trades like us? We all want to know, man. In terms of G-War, he wants to know. We want to know. Let us know in the chat who's printing like us. He said, throw a fucking name. Who's doing it? Who's fucking doing it? We want to know. Let us know in the comments. Who's trading like us? We don't see anyone doing it like us. But anyways, in terms of the trades that I made after that, I ended up buying SPX calls at $3.50. I quickly sold it at $4. They went to like $5 a contract. Next trade after that, I was buying SPY puts. I was buying 468 SPX puts at 195. I was adding at 125. I was adding at 130. And then I exited all my puts for a 50% loss. Once I exited my puts, I switched to SPX calls. Will, why did you decide to buy SPX 4690 calls at $3 a contract? And then I sold those 10 minutes later at $8.40 a contract. And they went all the way to $10 a contract. Imagine buying a contract at $300 and you're selling at $840, man. So why did I decide to make that trade on SPX calls? Well, I'll go over here real quick. It has to do with this 30-minute chart. So in terms of SPX, as you can see right here, in terms of the overall trade that was made, the reason why I decided to buy calls here, let me show you on SPY. It looks more clear on the SPY 30-minute chart. And let me just zoom out of this here real quick. So in terms of the overall trade, I noticed, and let me disable extended hours just so you can see this visually here more clear. So this is what I noticed. I noticed this pattern right here. I noticed on the 30-minute chart, this is a trend reversal green candlestick. And then you see how the next 30-minute candlestick, it goes below this 30-minute candle, and then it likes to retest the high of that. You see how that happened, right? And that's been happening quite a lot. This is a similar trend reversal 30-minute candlestick. It didn't go under like it did last time, but it retested the high, right? So with that being said, once I noticed that pattern, I told myself, SPX is going to try to close strong. It's going to try to close bullish. It's going to try to, at the bare minimum, retest the high of that 30-minute candle. So I saw that pattern looking at SPY. I didn't see that pattern looking at SPX, but I traded SPX because I had identified that the most lucrative contracts to go with in that particular situation of what I was seeing was on SPX. But the pattern that I saw was actually on SPY. So that was the pattern that I saw on SPY. And then once I saw that pattern, I went over to SPX and I started buying those contracts. So in terms of the overall contracts, I went with 4690. Those contracts were at $3. The peak was at 10. Imagine turning $300 into $1,000 in 10 single minutes. I exited into the 8s. So the trade before that, I was buying puts at $2 a contract. I lost $100 a contract basically. And then the next trade, I bought at $300 a contract. And then I sold over $800 a contract. I made over $500 a contract. With a 50% win rate, my risk to reward ratio in that situation, I risked $100 on that trade before to make over $500 on the next one. So that's the beauty of day trading SPX options, right? So I saw the pattern on SPY, but I day traded the SPX options. And it gets a lot more advanced than this. I can't share with you all the details on how that works, but I learned all my trades within real time. And Trader Society has been a private organization for months now. I haven't been allowing new members to join the program. But if you would like to join Team Roar, this is your opportunity to trade with G-Roar inside of Team Roar. And I'm also in the Roar chat. It's an amazing community and everyone loves the program. Like I said, 90% of the people who join the program are still subscribed to it. Why? Because you need to understand this is a result-driven business. We are focused on getting our clients results. So if you get results, you stay subscribed to the program. If not, then cancel the program. So if you want to test it out, it's the first link down below in the description. Just remember, prices only go up, and that link can disappear at any time. And once it disappears, you're just going to have to wait for the program to reopen if you didn't join. Just like Trader Society. There's been people wanting to join that for months. If you go on tradersociety.net, the program's still there. but it says we're not accepting any new members. It's almost as if you missed out on lifetime access. Now, if you excuse me, I have to get back to my private organization of Trader Society in Team Roar, and I have a private event to attend.